wild Sunday afternoon here at the Bowlium. We are here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Brendan Bavers dominated the tournament in the scratch division, but the chairman, CEO, and executive officer Bob Aid needs to win this game to capture his second career JBT title. He's going up against Caitlin Abagana, who is as surprised as anyone that she's still here. She has had a run up the step ladder for the ages. We'll talk about that in just a little minute. Brendan would be tied in the match if he converts this 1-2 on a very tricky chicken pizza pattern, otherwise known as Chichen Itza. Everybody calls it chicken pizza. While meanwhile, over here we got an interesting story. This is Asawa. He has won the first two games in the handicap division step ladder, and he's taken on top seed Jada Macias. Don't let that short stature fool you. This game's a flat out play, but he's got to make up 56 pins a handicap to win this match, and Asa has somehow stayed clean through four. He's an energetic little guy. While Macias went open and then double, and now it's the 7 count. When you're the bowler giving that many pins, you've got to make your makeables. And he gets lucky to make that makeable right here. Macias just missed the finals yesterday. This time, no doubt about making the finals, as he was the #1 seed on this tricky pattern today. Caitlin will trail by 3 if she converts her 3-6-10, and she does. On a lane that has been her great fear and her great joy, she was out of this tournament when she left the 8-10 in the 10th frame of game 1 against Elias, and all she did was spare it. Once I learn airdrop, we'll get that video up there too, courtesy of Brent. He's desperately trying to tease this old man airdrop. We'll get there eventually. Right now we got the titles on the line here. Abagana trails by 3. I've got a so keep that deficit extra. Meanwhile, Macias leads at 9 pins. Son of Mikey Villarreal. Definitely some bowling genetics in this guy. He's almost taller than Mikey too. He will switch to a ball that doesn't hook much, but it's got to hook a little. Well, no, that ball doesn't hook quite that much at the end. It left over the gutter, so he missed the 10 pitch twice in one frame. It only gets credit for once. Bad news is you're tied on the scoreboard. He's a new bowler with us, obviously a newer bowler period. He's just having a blast all day long here. You kind of can't stop him this much. But it's his turn, he goes. Which, oh boy. I don't know how to narrate this video. Sadly, it isn't. Oh, give him a little Brooklyn look to keep it even. It seems like being tied to scratch after 6 frames isn't any good for Macias at all. However, he has the skill set to rapidly catch up in this match if he can get a string together. The first part of a string is figuring out this strike here in the 6th frame. Gordon shot. He needed to go runaway Brooklyn. It doesn't. Playing a fairly tricky lane, I feel like. It's a good shot. Puts his hand up for the 5 pin. Try and catch one. Brendan with 1 career JBT title going against Smart Caitlin with 10. He would love to double his title total as James Jones pick up his 6th pin. So Wang right at that 5. He has it as well. His high game of the day was 165. He's got a legitimate chance to break that now, and that would break Macias' heart. Oh, that one goes off to the corner. The 1 count off the spare. This is the lane that Caitlin 8-10 on, Elias 4-5-7 on. I have to question the crash, but also that Chichen Itza pattern has carried down. So they're hitting early friction and late skid. That makes it really, really tough. Jada's got room for 214, and you just never know when you're playing the lower average bowler. He's got to find a line. A little bit under his own standards here so far, and you know, so hard on these little guys. You feel so bad when they try so hard and work so hard at their games. Any age, spare conversion. James has been a little bit fast in this match. That's fair though. already at 178 without knocking over another fifth. All he's got to do is fire it at the middle and hope good things happen for a very late ball, so it's really hard to tell if it's going to carry or not. He'll take the 8. Caitlin will take the 10. 2-pin game with 3 frames to go in scratch. Giant thanks to Al and the whole team of Bowlium as always for having us. Sold out field 96. We had a long wait list we didn't get to. We got lots of room at Cowball and Lakewood next month, though. 56 lanes to work with there. You know, a little squirrel. Squirrel was a squirrel of hope. Whatever it is, he has it, but he's got straight. Get that messenger! Oh, man. What an excellent shot. No love on that 10-pin. That's a shame. That was a tug the whole way, and that's a giant Brooklyn strike for Bobby. His Bob 8 is excellent, by the way. I had my first glass of Bob 8 yesterday. I had the mango. I strongly recommend it. It was a entrepreneurial course that he took at GCU, and it seems to be flourishing. I think we might see him on Shark Tank soon. Asa trails by 30. Only gets 2 there. There's a 2 count on camera. I don't see that very often. Oh, and now a difficult 9-10 to deal with in the 9th frame. Situations all over the place here. Oh, the spare is probably going to lock it up. That's 196. That spare did lock it up. Asa is going to win the title in a thrilling stepladder climb. You just any age, any skill level, anything, anyone. At the 9-10, he got it! Wow, what a big conversion from Bobby there in the 9th. Keeps him in the lead by 10. Caitlin can strike out for 215. That would shut out. The best Bobby can do is 205, so a huge spare conversion, but it's still advantage Caitlin here as she has the chance to shut out before Brendan goes again. Tough one for Jaden as he started to play catch here, but just is going to run out of frames. Needed to win by 56. Needed to win by 56. The best he can do is win by a 42. Caitlin could not double. Asa's family speaks Mandarin. I was looking up Mandarin for congratulations. I better look faster because this game just couldn't find the doubles that he had been doing all day long. I know he's disappointed, but he'll be back plenty of time. That's a name we're going to see on this tour for the next decade. Caitlin will trail by 10 with this conversion. Yes. Jaden will wrap up with the win here. Respectable game. Not quite enough, as Asa wins. It doesn't matter. And wins it all up. And he's getting a wash off from Mama. And he got the whole thing. Pretty good. There, he knows it. All right. Way to go, buddy. Laganya in the 10th. That's the carry. The count is even here. See, this is Caitlin's score. Now the best she can do is 195, which is what Brendan gets with strike spare, so the count would come into play here. All kinds of different things. If she happens to open and they go to 184, it would still force a mark on where it's going to settle. Crunch time for every scratch bowler. Form in the 10th frame. That's what it'll come down to if she wants to win her 11th. It's wide. Oh! What a carry. That ball was still backing up the whole way, and she gets the light hit to tickle down to make a very interesting 12th shot right here. If she strikes here, Brendan must strike on his first one. If they happen to tie, we'll go to a one-shot roll off. And the way this afternoon has gone, why not have a try for the scratch title after everything else? We've seen it all. But the 10 won't fall. She finishes at 194 and gives just the little bit more wiggle room for Brendan. 194 Caitlin, strike spare is 195 for Brendan. Let's see if Boberski has the luck of the Irish on a Sunday afternoon here in Montclair. Caitlin has to pull the girls against Lindsey Grimes still. It'll be after this. It's not going to hook. It doesn't get there. He drops the count. It doesn't matter if he makes it. Caitlin Avagania somehow, some way, parlays an 8-10 conversion into a JBT title. Wow. Boy, it just looks like there's 60 feet of oil in the middle right now. There's just no friction for that ball. It's got to be there at 30 feet or it's not going to get there. That's disappointing. Thought for a really nice kid in Brendan. But a miraculous ladder climb. Caitlin, you don't well often enough. Sometimes breaks like that happen. There will no more spiked bobby for the rest of the time. Well, still got the girls to come. That might be in the second part, but it's been a wild weekend here in SoCal. We'll do it all over again in Seattle next week.